Okay, we are live. Are we? Yeah. Hey, hey, hello, hi. It is I, Equinox Eterna, with Gears Frontline 2 Exilium stream. And today, wait, why do I have? Yeah, doesn't matter. Springfield is always cute on the initial screen. Today we have Gacha, Lind, new character. Well, not exactly new in this game, but not new in the franchise. And another 3 weeks waiting for Rovella. So that's it. That's gonna be today's stream. It's gonna be a quick one. I don't have much time, as always when I stream on the afternoon. So first, a little bit of this. Do I have? No. Okay, a little dismantle. Quick selection. I need to get rid of. Why freeze, would you ask? Oh no! Almost! No! Dude. I thought it was a good one, but no. Why does it have to be an... All of the attachments that I'm farming for Helen are... The ones with the good stats are from the AR set. And I don't think that I have any good enough attachment for Helen when she comes. But still, unlucky. Give me this. And that's it. Daily is done. What do we have here? Artifact recovery. What? This is the roguelike-ish, I guess. Depth search. Yeah, they reworked the roguelike thingy. Well, rework or expansion or whatever they call it, I don't know. Here it is. Yay! So, first, the Parabellum. 100 more. Beautiful. Let's get a little bit more. With Niketa. Oh, this is the one with the camera angle. Yep. Yep. Amazing. I don't have an expertise in the water team, but I could have already. But how much I have used it? Can I switch? No. So maybe. Dog. And yeah, I saw in CN, in the CN announcements for the new event, that Nikita was getting an expansion key. And I don't remember exactly how it went, but it said something like one more conflictance point, more range for Kulich for the counters, and a buff for the buff for her damage. Something like that. So I don't have a good, very. I don't know how to speak English. I don't have a very invested Niketa. She's good, of course, because I have been using her like my second DPS, but sometimes third when I use the B6 Springfield from my platoon. Okay. But Nikita is good, being the second DPS of the team. On the counter, and the one that activates the counters. Since today preview area, the sun is so bright and it's so hot. Good thing I made preparations beforehand. Okay, what do you prepare? It's nothing. In any case, just look away for now. Is that how it works? Ah, no. Close your eyes too. I find out you were peeping at me. The consequences will be all on you. Okay, I won't peek. Oh! Oh! Of course, we needed the slow-mo camera. It was absolutely necessary. This outfit, haven't I seen it somewhere before? Wasn't it from that time we went on a beach vacation? Yep. 10 years ago. Oh, I'm surprised you still remember, Commander. Looks like you got a good memory. Assault spray deals AoE corrosion damage to all enemy units in a fan-shaped area, and the damage dealt by this skill increases depending on number of debuffs some enemy has. Before the skill resolves, it applies random powerful debuffs to the targets. After using this skill, Lens recovers Conflictus Index. AoE corrosion damage to all enemy unit around Lin. If Lin has maximum Conflictus Index before using this skill, the damage multiplier of this skill increases depending on the number of Candilace stacks Lin possesses. Glucose Overload applies Ketoacidemia to all nearby enemy units, which causes the debuff holders to take increased corrosion damage from Lind. Only from Lind? There is a skill trigger all corrosion debuffs on all enemy units within range, and Lind can use the active skill Assault Spray, the active skill Overwhelming Burst, or the basic attack Repulsive Shot. Ooh. Can conflict as index at the end of the turn, and the start of the turn applies Honey Trap to all enemy units in the battlefield. When the enemy units with Honey Trap die or allies deal corrosion damage, Lynx gains Candy Glaze. When Lynx Candy Glaze are greater than or equal to 5 stacks, she triggers the effect of Honey Trap for her attacks against the target with Honey Trap resolved. After being triggered, Honey Trap disappears. Honey Trap, Lynx apply random powerful debuffs to the effects holder. Cleanses oh, this is good. And performs support action, dealing AoE corrosion damage. Corrosion type debuff cannot be cleansed. Met you. Should we get Peritia first? One here. Perfect. Yay. Boom. And this is... oh, it has a lot of range. Ooh. Wait. One more. Here. Oh, no. Okay, here. Yes, this can get everyone. Yay! Let's see. Hell yeah! Okay, for the Gunsmoke, I may need to check well whatever she does. But for now, gacha time. I have a lot. Most of them are saved for Rovella and Leva. But yeah, I cannot pass Lind. I want lucky with Florence, but Lin, I really cannot pass out. Retired out to 12. Okay. Whoo! An A812. A normal one. Okay. That's for a skin at least. Please, let me roll. Ah, normal batch. Ah. A minimum with Grossa, I guess. This is another A12. Yeah. Well, 2 weapons. Could be worse. Yeah. I'm hoping, I'm praying for a low pity. And I haven't won the 50-50 in a while, so please, this has to be. A low roll with a stage skin. This has to be. Okay. There we have it. Golden. Stitchkin. A hair. A nemesis. A CC 75. Another hair. Ah, fucking hell. Fuck, man. I already have you at max. Shit. And it couldn't be a Tololo. Fucking sake. Nah. Man. This unlucky. $37. Kuso. Well, fuck me. And fuck you, Mega Team. Really? Low pity. High pity, I mean. Come on, give me 2 at least. Yeah, I kinda wanna wash someone with a back of a gun after this bullshit of luck. Look! The fuck is this game? Why cheetah? Oh yeah, she has the Covenant thingy now. Wait. Where's Lind? Hmm. Mika team, I'm going to burn you down to ashes. No. It's getting very, very annoying. I had to skip Belka and Yang Yu because my luck was absolute bullshit. And I wanted to have high duper Robela, but now with this stupid fucking game with the gacha, this bullshit of a gacha. What the fuck can you do? Genshin is the decadence of most of these games. Start of the decadence of everything. Every fucking gacha had at least some way to don't throw yourself to the ground. Well, gacha is not side games. To not burn yourself all of while getting the characters that you like. But since Genshin, every fucking gacha has become the worst possible iteration. Okay, let's read the story. In the green zone on the outskirts of the satellite city KYI09, a light mist hangs over the mansion district. Proswell squad is performing a battlefield cleanup under Xiongju's supervision. The tactical boots crunch on mechanical parts scattered on the grassy lawn. Wow, this place is huge, and it's got a swimming pool too. No wonder they had to buy so many guard robots. Is everyone living in the mansion district this rich? It doesn't matter how rich they are. It's not like we'll end up making the same kind of money. We finally got a security assignment after so long, and in the end we're just facing a bunch of domestic robots. I could have cleared them all out by myself. Helene, Cheetah, don't complain. John opens her day, plain red checks each item and number on it, line by line. There's 10 minutes of the mission deadline. Looks like our tactical planning still has room for improvement. Give a side rep onto your respective areas, starting from Tololo. Roger that. 6 mechanical units eliminated in Area A. Motive core fragment clearance complete. Hehe, Area B is all clean up. It was easy since these units was around. Area C is fine, of course. But has Griffin really been reduced to doing yard work for rich people now? Feels like we're providing after-sales service or something. It's true that it wasn't explicitly requested in our contract, but since our mission takes place in the residential area, it would make sense that we would handle cleanup duties here. In addition, I believe that the attention to details like this demonstrates our commitment to providing good service, which will affect our future clients' willingness to hire us. Well, I hope our employees will appreciate your attention to detail, leader. That will keep our numbers from being so dismal. I know, right? Seeing us allows how we perform so well and so efficiently has having a genius like me baking everyone up, not hiding our still loss. It's their loss. If you count not being blown up by those explosive gadgets used as a loss, then they are definitely winning big. But what are you talking about? It was only 1 or 2 times. I mean, a few times at most. There's a found the reason why people are hiding us less often, leader. Cheetah. Nah, don't listen to Lynn. She doesn't know what she's talking about. My images are fairly reliable under most circumstances. I wouldn't be so sure. Annoyed, Cheetah spreads her arms in protest. Sunlight streams from behind them and reflects. Sunlight streams from behind them and reflects faintly off something on the lawn with a golden gleam. Tololo pauses as she spots the reflection. Tololo, what's wrong? There's something in the grass. She bends down and retrieves an ID card from under the wreckage of a robot. It's an indicate mate card that reflects a glint of golden light. The circuitry-like patterns on it move slowly as she turns it. If I'm not wrong, judging by how it feels, this should be... Don't touch that, Cheetah. You don't know where it's been. Relax, dear. It was just a little experiment. I'm not going to break it or anything. Look. Cheetah leans out from behind Tololo and experimentally pokes the card with her combat knife. Its edge nicks the honeycomb patterns of the card, but then they slowly return to their original shape. What? The patterns, they fix themselves. I'm already paranoid with the fixing themselves thingy. How's that? Cool stuff, huh? This is what it is called liquid phase shape memory alloy, or liquid polyalloy for short. The GFL group just announced their patent on it recently. GFL group, of course. It might look small, but you could buy $10 frame for the price of this much material. We'll be set for a long time with this. The valuable part of it isn't the materials that went into making it, but the technology. Still, isn't this the propriety of the client? It's not like we are authorized to dispose of it, right? That might not be the case. We found it under this toaster, so maybe the client doesn't know anything about it. Also, leaving valuable stuff like this lying around would make us look really unprofessional. In any case, we should be able to bring it back with us, right, Leader? As a professional PMC, our focus should be on building long-term relations and trust with the clients as opposed to the committing short-term financial gain. However, it is true that taking care of valuable goods will count as value-added service. And as it turns out, it's almost time. Beep! Xiongyu turns away and dials a familiar number. Miss Helian, this is Xiongyu. Permission requirements. Frostfall Squad has eliminated the roach security robots, and we also finished recovering the motive core fragments. I think the client should be able to move in without worries now. The sound of riffling paper comes over the transmission channel. Helian's tone seems a little more crestfallen than usual. Understood. Also, we recovered an ID card on the premises. Its function is unknown. Since the card is quite valuable, should we hold on to it for the time being before handing it over to the client? Yes, that would be a good way to handle the situation. Helian, you are as fine as 10 years ago. Xiongyu, I have full faith in your decision because you always take all the relevant factors into consideration. I have also seen the efforts you and Frostfall Squad have made for Griffin. Thank you all for your hard work. You should consider this upcoming period to be a vacation of sorts. A vacation? So you're saying that our coming commissions... The sound of pages flipping comes to a halt, and Helian says quietly. Is that an exclamation from Cheetah draws as her reply? Leader, this is bad. Those things can start getting back up again. GNL Beta protocol activated. System rebooting. Target identification module. Loading successful. Executing. Attack order. Miss Helian, the situation has changed. The roach robots have reactivated and we need to deal with them ASAP. But if we do that, this commission might prioritize keeping your gear safe. If need be, you are authorized to take any and all means needed to resolve the situation. Understood. After ending the transmission, Xiongyu fires off orders to Frostfall Squad. Cheetah, Tololo, move up with me and suppress them. Lind, focus your fire and eliminate the nearby targets. Remember, short controlled bursts only. Make sure we truly destroy those robots this time. Move out! Lind. Metchu. And where's the cat? Nice and easy. As far as I remember... Oh, it hits everything. Okay, but first I'll try to go with... Can I reach a little bit more further? Nah. Well. Yeah, 2 out of 2. Amazing. And this one has a lot of range, can reach practically everyone left. Amazing. Bang! As the final gunshot rings out, the last of the defense robots blows up, collapsing into a pile of junked parts. Lane puts her gun away with practiced ease and grabs a lollipop before rubbing her arm, which was grazed by the shrapnel. I can't believe I actually got hit by something like this. Pisses me off. Say, I noticed a while back, but you seem really sensitive to pain, Lind. I know you turned it off in combat. Are you a masochist or something? My friends move slowly when my glucose levels are low, so it's perfectly natural to use pain to boost my reaction times. Lind turns aside in somewhat unnatural way. More importantly, you should be bothering about these robots, right? Why did they flip out all of a sudden? They're making noises which sounded like commands before they started back up. It seems this outburst was triggered at the programming level. But we shut up their motive cores, didn't we? That's all I couldn't the power of. There's no way they could start up again, right? Unless their cores could self-repair. Huh. The four of them seems to realize something at the same time. Oh no. It had to be the Girard group. This is polyalloy. In other words, it was made by Girard. Tornado waits into the robot's wreckage and begins digging around inside it. Frame code prefix reads GL Beta. This is a model that they're selling on the overmarket. I don't see anything like it in the product catalog either. Looks like the frame model isn't one that's commercially available. So, does that mean it's some kind of fancy toy these rich people got through internal connections? That's possible. And it's also perfectly reasonable that these beta models, which weren't publicly available, will have bugs in their programming. And that's not even getting into the fact that they are from the Gira group. Are you talking about what happened on Miss Kalina's side some time back? Yep, that's the O. That's the side story that we should have getting right now and not this one. Yes, the report from the robot uprising in Odessa spread far and wide. Gira has been paying out huge amounts of penalty fees and compensation. Their stock price has also plummeted. Factoring Rurik's departure in a plane crash and the group having to appoint a new CEO. I'm sure even the Gira brass must be terrified right about now. What? Rurik, that's the old boss, I'm guessing. And the new CEO is... someone not yet. That hasn't appeared yet. There have been multiple reports of robots going berserk this month already, and there's speculation that it's linked to their broken supply chains and chaotic internal management. 3 reports, 40 if you count ours. Tololo presses a button on her communication terminal and a holographic projection of a starry sky springs into existence. She taps on the touchscreen and it's replaced by a clip from a news broadcast. Papa, Mama, my eyes hurt. The camera pans to the child, their eyes red from the thick smoke spewing from the kindergarten that was destroyed by high-wire robots. The ruined remains of a wall are visible in the corner of the frame, covered in scattered bullet holes. A neatly dressed Girard Group spokesperson stands in front of the devastation, addressing the reporter. I am the representative of the Gira Group R&D Division, Jakob Holtz. On behalf of the Gira Group, I would like to extend my sincerest apologies to the people affected by this incident and their families. After preliminary investigation, we have found that the robots were affected by an unknown virus shortly before they went berserk. Currently, there is ample evidence to indicate that this was a malicious, deliberate act of destruction targeted at the Gira Group. As such, I wish to make our position clear to the world. We will be investigating this incident with all the resources at our disposal, and we will not give the culprits any opportunity to cause further mayhem. What if you, I don't know, use those robots on yourself? Open your mouth and put their muscles on inside. There's no need to worry. The Gira Group has always made user safety our #1 priority. Of course, of course. We will be holding another press conference later on to address how we intend to handle the situation. Tololo ignores the spokesman bloviation and shuts off the cliff. I heard a lot of excuses, but nothing in the way of actually compensating people. Didn't they maybe saying a technical loophole or something? No, they're saying it's an external attack. They're just trying to wash their hands of everything, aren't they? But if someone really did infect those robots with a virus, there would probably be more victims. Should we continue looking into this commission? After thinking for a bit, Sean just shakes her head. We don't have much ammo left, and getting further involved wouldn't be wise. Also, Sean voice trails off. However, the look on her face tells her the rest of the team what she couldn't bring herself to say. Because they all know that they don't have the mighty Griffin from before backing them up now. Ever since the war ended, the demand for PMCs from various factions and the civilian sector has drastically declined. In addition, Griffin was forced to restructure and downsize. All the clients who had formed stable partnerships with Griffin in the past have ended the cooperation with Griffin in one way or another. Also, Frostfall efforts have secured them a few permanent customers. There are times like this when there's no business to be had. With our beloved commander and many of those who were once their colleagues, the things they can do now are very limited indeed. Frostfall understands this point very well. And so, while they might have chosen to walk different paths, at least everyone is still alive and they all still have their shared memories. At the very least, when the commander finally gets tired of wandering the Yellow Zone, he will still have a place that can be called home. For that reason alone, they will do their best to keep Griffin going. Still, there are times when they must face the limitation of their circumstances and accept the knowledge of their powerlessness that accompanies this realization. After succeeded ejection among her team, Xiangyu softens her tone a little. I'll make a note of the potential risking or debriefing. Even if we can't do anything about it, I'm sure it will be useful in the future. It's not like there's nothing that can be done, right? Rosal Squad heads back to the vehicle. Lind lags behind, connecting her data port to one of the robots and downloading some of their data to herself. Well, I don't know how it might help. Let's just make a copy of it for now. I like Lind because she's somewhat of an asshole, but she's also the only one who dares to get out of the way, out of the rules, to do the correct thing. But she's still an asshole. Inside the meeting room of Griffin Main's building in the Green Zone, late at night, Frostfall Squad is conducting their usual after-action review. It's bedtime already. Why are we still having a meeting now? Already tried to slack off. They usually works the entire night overtime, you know. Then this will be all for today. Awesome. I'll be off now. Genius brains need their beauty sleep. Hang on. Before Cheetah can hop out of her seat, she feels Sean hand pushing her back down. We are done with the AAR, but there are other things that we need to talk about. Saying so, Shunju flicks the Lolo hairband and brings her mind back from gazing at the stars twinkling outside. While I believe it's avoiding unnecessary overtime, there are some things regarding Frostwell Squad's future development that merit discussion. Have a look at this. Seonju's fingers fly across her terminal, and the screen displays a spreadsheet checkered in red and green. Is this a record of our squad's finances? Yes, the green cells represent our income for the past month. The red cells show our expenses. That's weird. We got a lot of jobs last month, didn't we? How come there are so many red cells? The most common type of expense is liability compensation. Mission number RD04CC0030045. The client mansion was damaged in the squad explosion to the extent that the foreign gate forced them to climb through a window to get home. What? The compensation was 4 times the payment received. What? Mission number RD. The client's car window was shattered by gunfire from the squad, leading to the client's right arm being gashed by glass fragments. Compensation was 3 times the payment received. Mission number RD04. The client deemed double the value of furniture destroyed by an explosion created by the squad. That shit was fault. The compensation was 5 times the payment received. 5 times! To add this, it seems a certain genius of ours features heavily in all of these incidents. Am I wrong? What? You got some nerd pointing fingers at me, Lind. Half of those incidents were caused by you and your lack of trigger discipline and leading to stuff getting shut up. I'll deal with the 2 of you later. In any case, Griffith's financial situation will be in the red next month, which means our living expenses will have to be cut too. Don't candy budget. 0. Cheetah and Lind both exclaim in shock. Seriously? Normally, we'll still be able to handle a situation like this, but we haven't had that many commissions to begin with this month, and our remaining commissions have been put on hold too. Therefore, we need to find a way to salvage your financial situation before it gets worse. What did you solve the genius inventions? Cheetah's inventions are all original and genuine. Those rich folks in the White Zone will be falling over themselves to buy them. I guarantee it. Why would those wealthy people want to buy them? Are they tired of living, perhaps? Indeed, the safety of those products is a concern. Repulsa denied. Perhaps we could try taking on some personal commissions. The legality and safety of those commissions are questionable and cannot be verified. Proposal denied. Now that you mention it, don't have some big asses gathering dust in the logistics department? You know, those helicopters, that big tugboat, and all that other crap. Our missions now don't call for the stuff, so can we sell them off for something? Those assets are essential for emergency situations and cannot be casually discarded. Proposal denied. Nah, this doesn't work. Isn't there anything here we can sell for some quick cash? They're looking at you, Cheetah. Oh yeah. What about the ID card we picked up earlier today? Miss Helen discussed it with her client, who refused to claim it and said Griffin can dispose of it as we see fit. So great, let's sell it off to an underground broker then. Did Cheetah say it was super valuable? That means we ought to be able to hold out for a good long time if we do. Proposal denied. You're never going to deny that too? Well, do we have the address for any underground brokers in Griffin Systems? No. I mean, they don't have any fixed premises or anything. What kind of information will we possibly have on them? Then can we use public trade platforms to work out these deals? If such avenues were available to them, they wouldn't be underground brokers. In other words, it's too risky. Proposal denied. As Xianyu looks around her teammates, who all seem a little out of it, she feels her head beginning to ache. While she already expected that finding a solution would be difficult, she wasn't expecting them to not make any progress at all. Frostwell Squad's role is too poorly defined. We take any kind of assignment, but that also makes it harder for clients to choose us over our peers who have more specialized skill sets. It seems just focusing on service detail is enough. Changes sides quietly and gives up on continuing the discussion. We'll end up today's meeting here then. I'll go talk to Miss Helian again and see what other assets we have available to us. Dismissed. Half an hour later, someone stalks the quiet corridor, frazzled from lack of sleep. It's not like I don't understand where Leader is coming from, but she's beating a bit too cautious, isn't she? Gross Squad and 404 are already helping the commander, while Levante others are helping Alina too. Yeah, this is why this should be after the DO, after the Levant Rose event, because a lot of the story is assuming that we already know at least what's going on with that. Because for now, the only ones who know about, who have truly a connection with the commander squad is 404. And not even the whole 404. Well, 404, the Suchero, and Monsoon. And they are not, and I don't think any of them are directly connected with the old Griffin. Maybe Springfield. But yeah, she should at least said something like, "I'm going to connect. I'm going to tell the old friends in Griffin that we have been reconnected and we're doing good, or something like that." But I don't have anything right now. Well, Levante others are helping Kalina too. Meanwhile, we're stuck treading water in the green zone. I'll call it up into a ball and thinking to think out how to make a living. It really pissed me off. In any case, let's grab the ID card while Leader and Miss Helian are talking. After making up her mind, Linda opens the door to Helian's office. However, the scene depicted in her visual models comes as a bit of surprise. Is someone there? The moonlight shines through the window and illuminates the corner of Helian's desk. A very suspicious looking character is there, rummaging around like they're looking for something. After confirming that the object moving around on the thief's head is a beret, Lynn breathes a sigh of relief. She silently circles around behind the burglar and slaps her on the back. Oi, Cheetah. Yeah! As soon as Mag startles Cheetah so bad that she curls up into the fetal position and grabs her head. Caretaker, I'm sorry. I didn't mean to come here and steal stuff. Let's give me a chance to learn better new. Quiet, you. It's not Miss Helian, it's me. Huh? Cheetah looks back and jiggles at Lynn. Oh, say that's you, Lynn. You scared the hell out of me. What are you doing here? I'm pretty sure you already know. Oh, so you had the same idea as me, namely to sell off the ID card. Am I right? Congratulations on arriving at the same conclusion as the genius brain. Wasn't I the one who suggested that? Also, if you're searching for the ID card, you should be looking over there, right? Lens points to the code locked safe behind the door. When did the caretaker move it there? Who cares? The important thing is that our genius can finally be put to use. You have something that can open safe, right? Show me what it can do. Of course I do. It's just a safe. I can open it in just 3 seconds. She produces an unlocker from her pocket and connects it to the safe. 3, 2, 1. Beep. As the bolt slides back, the two of them open the safe door. The gleaming ID card lies quietly inside it. How's that? Are you in awe of this genius invasion? Isn't it amazing? Yeah, it is. Helen nods, then slips the card into a waistband pocket before heading out of the door, leaving Cheetah staring dumbfoundedly at where the card used to be. Huh? Looking up just like that is really rude, you know? Are you going to discuss your next move with genius? Also, shouldn't you show some respect? I mean, I'm the one who opened the lock, you know? Hey, are you listening not to hear me? You should be singing praises of my genius. Shh. Silence. Lynn raises a finger and sings the Cheetah to shush. Then she becomes behind her, indicating that Cheetah should follow. Well, we're the ones who caused most of the trouble anyway, so we might as well go settle it together. Settle what? The money problem. The whole point of getting this was sell for money, right? I know an underground broker, and he just so happens to be at one of his old hangouts today. Come with me. Okay, one more, and that we and then I have to go. Cheetah follows Lynn to a city little alley in the yellow sun. The nearby street lamps crackle and blink every now and then. The ground is covered with beer bottles and other junk, and the air is redolent with a rotting stench born from the unholy fusion of expired alcohol and food scraps. Ah, is it the whole hangout you were talking about? Can anyone who lives here really afford to buy that polyalloy card? You can find underground brokers anywhere. Why make a big deal out of it? Rather than worry about not being able to find a buyer, you should think about what will you do if robbers suddenly show up. Lynn reaches into her waistband pocket. The hard sensation there helps calm her needle cloud down a little. Relax, we're both super strong tactical dogs, aren't we? Who would be dumb enough to try and mug us? Ay. What the hell happened to you between GFL1 and this? And this Kusogaki thing? Oh yeah, how did you meet that broker anyway? You know how you keep asking materials for your invasions, especially the stuff with really weird names? You can only get those through less than legal channels. Do you only realize that just now? Huh? So that's how it works. I guess the broker guy really helped us out a lot. I suddenly feel with the confidence about this trade. After hearing you say that, any confidence I had is gone. Len comes to a halt in front of the neon sign that seems to advertise a bar. Right, this is it. While the things will be excused, I'll talk to the broker, you keep watch outside. Huh? Are you sure you don't want to let everyone's beloved genius, yours truly, handle the interaction? No. I've already dealt with him several times before, so I'll probably have better luck haggling with him. You can take that mouth out of yours and squawk if you see anything funny. Helen continues down another winding alley and arrives in front of a rusty door grate. She knocks slightly on it, and it cracks open a hair shortly afterwards. A wary face is visible in the gap. The man exchanges looks with Lind, then nods and opens the door, gesturing for her to enter. Lighted dressaries, silent streets. The inside of the bar is lively and bustling. Several thugs are sitting around the table and drinking beer, their massive frames making their chairs creak with every move they make. Lind seems to have anticipated all this. She heads over to the counter and sits down next to a man in a ball cap. It's been a while. Despite the fact that she's talking to the broker, Lind doesn't turn to look at him. Instead, her eyes casually roam the drinks rack in front of her. It's easy to pick you out of a crowd, at least. Looks like this is going to be a good day. Another good deal just walked up. Let me think, the last time I saw you was... Since you got a wall of text you want to dump on me, but I'll just skip it if you don't mind. I didn't come here to listen to your reminiscence. I got something that ought to be pretty valuable and like you to take it off my hands. Saying so, Lynn reaches into her waistband pocket and exposes part of the card. Freshly patented by the Jira Group. You interested? Upon seeing the card, the broker tenses up for a moment, but relaxes the next second. He takes Lind over to a table in the corner, then removes his hat, revealing a gloomy face. Is that liquid face shipping memory alloy? That is rare. Selling it off will be a bit troublesome, but if the price is right, there will be no shortage of buyers. Provided, of course, that there is nothing wrong with the goods. You can just say you want to test it, you know. Lind hums quietly, then places the card on the table before sliding it over to the broker. He picks up the card and examines it in the dim light of the bar, then takes out a small knife from his waist. The edge glides across the surface of the card, and the honeycomb patterns on it ripple and gleam. After seeing this, the broker nods. That's polyalloy, alright. How much do you want for it? This much will do. Len shouts him a number. The broker doesn't respond right away, instead waxing soulful. The card in his arms drums against the table with a tap tap tap. Rare goods have a lot of value as collector's items. Unfortunately, I don't have enough cash on hand to pay you in full. What does that mean? Are you going to buy on credit? No, what I'm trying to say is that if I had 10 minutes, I could get my boss to bring the full sum over. But as a trader, I understand that time is money. So in the end, the ball is in your court. Having said his piece, the broker waits for Lynn's reply. If it's just 10 minutes, I can wait. Thank you for placing your trust in me. He says the broker is pleased by the answer, because he smiles almost imperceptibly and drops on the table. The dogs seated by the entrance get up and squeeze the bulky frame out of the front door. The folding metal gate creaks mournfully. After that, the broker snaps his finger and someone places a steaming cup of coffee in front of Lind. The sweetness of the double sugar beverage allows her frazzled nerves to relax a little. This seems to be the first time I sold you something, right? So you want to haggle more about the price. I never skimped on the money as long as the goods were worth it. That's my principle as a businessman. So, if I'm not wrong, the last time I saw you, you were alone. Turns out you got yourself a crew pretty fast. Is this a secret to making it big in business? Well, I've been slumming it all over yellow zones for so many years. Makes sense to got a few buddies, right? Strictly speaking though, that isn't the secret to making it big in business. That would be profit overall. The sound of scattered footsteps echoes down the hallway, heading for the bar. Lynn glances through the window and sees several bar jaggers walk past. When an opportunity comes to kill two birds with one stone, no businessman will refuse. Lynn hears the crisp sound of a chambering drum behind her. She turns and sees the broker's mouth twisted into a savage grin, the muzzle of his gun pointed between her eyes. Just then, she gets a transmission from Cheetah. Hello? Hello? Can you hear me? Too late, buddy. So a bunch of armed jaggers heading towards the bar just now. Better keep your eyes. What's from the signal here? Hello? Lynn, are the jaggers heading towards the bar? Be careful. Wow, thanks, Cheetah. The warning came just in time. A pack of jaggers burst into the bar and they all point guns at Lynn. Lynn shakes her head, ignoring Cheetah as she repeats, hello, over the channel, and tightens her grip on her gun. I was hoping we could settle this in a civilized way, but it looks like that's not an option anymore. Fine then. I have been pissed off all night. Time to take it out on you. Yay. Salt? Yep, salt. A lot of salt. Hello. A lot of fucking salt. How was it? 150 pulls? I know it. You're only punctual when it's time for a fight, aren't you? Clint, how these things are like this? Did negotiation break down or something? No, just some assholes wanted to get some easy money. Rather than not successful, should I say it was too successful. Either way, it seems a fight is unavoidable. Cheetah, prepare for a breakout. Yep. I don't need a lot. Mobbing is even easier. Now what land? Maybe here? Ooh. Well, almost everyone. Boop. So close. Yep, no, end action. And two on the farthest places. I didn't see them. Okay. Strong as a fire spit from gun muzzles, threatening the door with sparks. Unable to hold up its own weight, it collapses with a loud crash, and Lind and Cheetah take the opportunity to escape the bar. The sounds of gunfire, the barjaggers yelling, and the girl's frantic footsteps blend together in the pitch black alleyway. Savages, all of them. Lind shoots an exasperated look at Cheetah. What are you looking at me for? If not for the general intervention, you'd be in even bigger trouble right now, right? If you hadn't started checking the smoke bombs around all of a sudden, I could have gotten the ID card back. You mean checking out the guys chasing us isn't important at all? As the cheetah finishes, several more barjagas show up at the entrance of the alley and points their guns at the duo. Lion grabs cheetah and yanks her into a side alley. Several bullets hit the wall behind the place where they were a moment ago, throwing up wisps of dust. All the escape routes were plain, have been cut off by barjaggers. What will they do now? Do you have any other backup routes? Well, if there's no way out, why not just make one? Lynn shifts behind Cheetah and pulls her trigger. A hail of buckshot forces the pursuing barjaggers back, and they duck behind cover. Papa. Then Lynn swings her muzzle over and takes out the barjaggers, trying to ambush them from the flanks. Just as the two of them are about to make their breakout, yet another squad of barjaggers appear in front of them. There they are! Don't let them get away! Over here, Lind, on your tree. The two of them hurry deeper into the alley but find that it leads to a forbiddingly high wall. The shouts as the barjaggers growl louder behind them. We got them cornered, boss! They're all at the end! Get the boys over there! They're not getting away this time! Yeah, damn it! There's no end to them! These goddamn cockroaches! After getting her ammo and discovering that she's running out, Lind looks at Cheetah. How many more of those bombs do you have? Let me see. Oops, I think I just threw the last one. Really? When we need explosives the most, that's nothing. Lind looks at the wall. It doesn't seem surmountable by effort alone. The sound of footsteps growing increasingly louder reminds her of the reality that the barjaggers are going to reach them any minute now. They are out of time. Cheetah, climb on my shoulders and get out of here. What? I said, climb on my shoulders and get out of here. I'll stay behind to cover you. Hurry up. So you're telling me to escape ahead of you? Hell no. If someone's going to be covering someone else, I can do it for you too. Your frame is smaller and you're more mobile than me. Chances of escaping are higher than mine. But, no buts. One person escaping is better than no one at all, right? We have taken on so many hostage rescue missions already, so just think of it as my turn to be saved this time. And there! They're all the way at the end! We don't have time for this. Go, Cheetah! Like a Pokemon, throwing her over the building. Cheetah can hear the barjagger's footsteps approaching. She grits her teeth and then bolts over the wall with Lynn's help. She looks back and sees the barjagger swarming Lynn, who fearlessly fires into the horde. I'll be back for you, Lynn! Wait for me! How long has it been? Almost an hour. Yeah, how many do we have? Oh, it's not that long compared to the Florence event. Yeah, so I'm gonna left it for another stream. The last of this. Maybe challenge mode or heroic mode. That stream. So yeah, that's it for today. Fuck Gacha. That's it. Thank you for coming, thank you for watching, and I hope you come back next time. Yeah, that's it. I have nothing to say. But goodbye.